It is time for another edition of Wake Up the Echoes presented by TireRack.com. I'm your host, Tony Simeone. So happy to have you back for another football episode as we get set now for the final 5-week push in the football season. Can't believe it, but November is right around the corner, and it's going to be 5 games in the month of November for Notre Dame. So we brought the head coach, Marcus Freeman, back to talk to him and a captain, Adon Shuler. Just an awesome conversation with Adon. I've heard him talk and have chatted with him in the past a little bit about his upbringing and how he got to Notre Dame. And I hope it comes across in this conversation, because we had a little bit more time here to kind of flesh things out, just how much pride he takes in his hometown and kind of giving back to his community where he came from. Just a great guy. It was an awesome conversation with both of them. And then Isaiah Dunn came in to talk a little bit more about his foundation as well. So fun conversation with them. And I'm pretty fired up. I mean, here we go. We're getting to the point now where Notre Dame has a game every week for the rest of the season. Halloween's coming up. You'll notice I did not bust out the Lou Holtz costume this year. That's a miss by me. But I'm trying to keep it all business, because now the eyes are on the prize. Just take care of business week in, week out for the football team, and good things will come Notre Dame's way. I'm confident of that. Okay, before we get to our conversation, I do want to remind you that for over 40 years, Tire Rack has been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Shipped fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. Okay, let's talk to head coach Marcus Freeman and captain Adon Shuler. Coach Freeman, great to see you.
Good to see you.
We've got Adon Shuler here, who I'm thrilled to talk to today. Let's start this before we get into anything. You guys are coming off the bye week. Can I just get an idea of what you guys did with the bye week? How'd you spend the time, Coach? Start with you.
I spent the time Monday through Wednesday practicing, preparing, and then working. And then Thursday, Friday, did a little recruiting.
Okay.
I went down south. I had to get some warm weather. I got 80 down south.
Making us jealous.
Yeah, it was good.
Okay.
It was good.
What about you? How do you spend the bye week, Adon?
Yeah, first few days practicing, Coach Free gonna make sure we practice for a break. And then went home, got a reset. I got to see my little brothers play, so it was good. Get to go home. So yeah.
You went back to Irvington.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Let's talk about Irvington, because I've heard you talk about it in the past. What did Irvington, New Jersey mean to you?
Irvington is gritty. You gotta have a lot of, I would say, like, you got to have a great, strong mindset to come out of Irvington. There's just a lot of people, a lot of different situations to kind of learn from, and I feel like my parents made sure I learned from the right things.
Okay. So you've been
tough.
Okay, Irvington tough.
That's what we call them.
Okay, so what's your impression of Irvington when you've had a chance to check it out?
Tough.
Okay.
I remember my first time going up there, and it might have been before Adon, but when I was at Cincinnati, we took a kid from Irvington, and then you go to the area, you meet Coach Smoke, who was his high school coach, who's a dear friend. Okay. Coach Smoke, man.
Coach Smoke.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's his nickname.
Okay.
Yeah. That's his nickname. Yeah.
Good nickname.
But he's
I'm
tough.
worried to have to take on a Coach Smoke practice.
Yeah. You should be. They're gonna be tough.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I don't know if they'll have legs on Saturday, but they're gonna be tough. And Coach Smoke doesn't play, but that's what I think when I think about Irvington. Tough. Irvington tough.
So what did Coach Smoke do for you? How did you benefit from being around him during your high school days?
Yeah, he's just a great leader, like great role model, like great man. Like before football, he was a great man. He made sure he brought his kids around, his wife, and his family, and made sure it was a community. Like he always made sure that no matter what we did, we always finished with community. He called it the boat. Like everybody has to be, the boat. Like everybody has to be with us. Like the ship always has to continue to sail, and that was just something he instilled early.
I haven't heard that one from you yet, but it seems like it's in
I'm
line
gonna
with a lot
use
of the
that.
stuff you preach.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to use it. It's funny. So I had a relationship with Coach Smoke going back to Cincinnati, and there's certain coaches that you trust, right? And I'll never forget, I was the defense coordinator here in 21, and I get a call from Coach Smoke saying, "Hey, I got one for you." And he was like, athletically, player-wise, there's no brainer, but he fits Notre Dame. He understands Notre Dame. Like, I got a guy for you. and this was probably even before I watched this film.
Okay.
With Coach Mick. Coach Mick might have watched it, but I don't even know if I watched it at the time. But hung up that phone and said, "We're offering Adon Shuler," because Smoke knows the expectations, and you have that trust. And then the film validated what he said.
What was it like for you then when you decided Notre Dame? You're in Irvington. You're maybe they're talking to Coach Smoke, or you're just talking to guys around the neighborhood. Like, when did you know that was what you wanted to? Because I hear you talking about what was instilled in you with this high school experience, very familial. Everyone's in the boat. I get the sense it's like that here. So there's some parallels. When did you kind of see that was what you wanted to do?
Yeah, I would say definitely when my parents came on a visit, my mother fell in love with the place, and it was easy to, and it had the same community aspect that I wanted to continue to grow in, and I felt like Notre Dame was the best place for me to become a man.
Okay. So is it true that you copyrighted Tough Jersey Kid?
Sure.
Okay. Tell me why you copyrighted that.
I feel like if somebody asked me like what are you in a few words, that's what I would say.
A Tough Jersey Kid.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like that's just how I grew up, and it just fits me, Tough Jersey Kid.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's part of your brand going forward.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you got a Tough Jersey Kid in the second.
So when he copyrights that, right?
Yeah.
So what's that mean from I can't use that?
Yeah. Tell me how do we
pay
leverage that going forward? So it's just like if you want to be, can I not use Tough? I'm not from Jersey. I guess we're out of the mix, but there's someone else coming up from Jersey who might not be able to use it. Make sure that's yours.
I gotta kind of get that figured out, but I just feel like
You're just covering your bases.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I feel like when people talk about me, that's kind of what I want them to use.
Yeah. Get the message out.
That's
Tough
true.
Jersey Kid.
Yep.
Okay.
That's smart, because any kid we recruit from Jersey that we think is tough, we got to pay them. You know what I mean? That's smart.
That's really smart. Yeah. I wanted to ask just about, because I've heard, Coach, you've been big on having the family around or having people see the staff as parents. And you mentioned that. You're the first player I've heard mention that from your high school days. But at Notre Dame, what's the impact of seeing Coach Freeman with his family around, or any coach that brings the kids around the facility, on you as somebody who I know it's really important for you? And we're going to talk about with Isaiah a little bit about what you've done in your community, but how impactful is that to just see the coaches be dads or husbands around the facility?
Yeah, it's really important. I feel like that's what makes it genuine. The coaches just hear them all the time and not being able to see the real them, who they are outside of the building. Then you kind of question, them as coaches, but they're gonna have their family around game days. You see everybody's wives and their kids, and everybody's happy. Even at practice, they come to practice, they run around, throw the football with them. It's just really cool to see, and it's just great relationship bonding.
It humanizes them,
Yeah.
right? It's more than just a coach relationship. You need that. I feel like that's where it comes from, right? They can't just always see you as a coach 100% of the time.
Yeah, how do you earn trust? Is there has to be that connection. It's not only competence, right? We're gonna earn your trust by helping you become a great player. We have to be men of character, right? We can't tell him to be something that we're not, but that's connection. And part of that connection is him seeing us more than just coach. Hey, you see us as father, you see us as husband. I think that's important in building that trust. It's the same thing. We go into his house. We weren't just recruiting him. We want to spend time with the family. I'll never forget. One of his home visit is one that I'll never forget. He knows what I'm going to say.
Okay.
So it's me and Coach O'Leary at the time. And Coach O'Leary's already there. I get there a little bit late, and I walk into the house, and was hanging out with Adon and his parents. And Coach O'Leary goes to the back with his little brother. How old was he at that time? He was young.
8, if 8.
His brother's 8.
Okay.
They go back and play. I think they play Madden, right? They play Madden. Coach O'Leary comes out about 30 minutes later, I told him I was going to beat him. And his little brother comes back with tears in his eyes, man, because he was so mad that Coach O'Leary beat him. And I'm like, you know what? That's good. We're going to teach him that's good. That's good. Don't take it easy on him. We're going to be authentic. We're going to be real.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll never forget that. I'm glad Adon's committed, man, because you made his little brother cry, man. Hey, man,
I'm going to guess you respected that a little bit, right? As a big brother, I'm sure you've beat him in Madden plenty of times.
Yeah, and it was funny because he actually had beat Coach the last time we were here. So, that was kind of the get back game. Yeah.
Okay. I actually heard you're big into video games.
Yeah.
Okay. What are your go-tos?
Man, of course, like playing football.
Do you put the NCAA?
He might be the best.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you guys playing it like?
Yeah, we
amongst
play.
each other?
Yeah, we play when we go to Coach Free house. Yeah, I'm always in the tournaments.
Oh, we have tournament.
Yeah.
At your place?
We had it when they all came over to the house. We had a tournament, but then we had a tournament at the Goog, and you lost in the final.
Yeah, I lost in the finals, but
This is a players only tournament, right?
well,
Like I can't get in on this.
No, players on.
Okay, all right.
Players on. Yeah.
but yeah, I lost to Kenny, other 8, but yeah.
So you lost to King in the final.
No, Kenny made.
Kenny.
Oh, Kenny Mincha. Is it
Yeah.
okay? Oh, Kenny. So
Yeah.
Kenny's the best.
Who won at my house?
I won it.
So he won at mine. Yeah.
Okay, and it's Madden. We're not playing NCAA.
Both. It depends on what's on, right? But we was playing NCAA at the time.
Okay. What do you think? I should have looked it up before I came here, and I didn't. That's my bad. What do you think of like now that you're in the game? Like, is your player accurate?
I want to say he's accurate. They definitely got to change the drip. NCAA, if you hearing, you gotta, man. But
When you play, do you go customize what you look
I
like?
have to. You know, you look good, feel good, play good, they pay good, man. So
It's so funny. He says that I'm with my oldest son Vinny at our second oldest son Gino's football game on Saturday, and there's this kid that has 4 wristbands on each arm, right out there on the field. I'm like, man, Vinny was like, Dad, that's major drip. I said, that's a little bit too much for me. 8 wristbands. He said, yeah, the closest thing you got to that is Adon. He wears 4. And I'm like, all right,
They're counting.
They're watching your drill.
You wear 4 wristbands.
yeah, some games.
Sometimes.
I'm not sure I've
some-
noticed that. Is it
Yeah.
2 on each side? Right?
Yeah, 2 on each side. Yeah.
Why is that? Just because it looks good?
No, definitely got it from a player, Jamal Adams. That's something
Really?
to do. Yeah, so definitely like to put my own, but definitely add.
Okay.
to-
But it's not because you're like sweating a bunch.
Right.
It's just to look
Yeah.
sharp. I got you. I'm just making sure there wasn't like a practical reason. No, it's all about the look.
Yeah.
I've heard you.
If you see football players wearing wristbands or sweatbands, the only ones that wear it because their hands can't get moist are the quarterbacks.
Right.
The rest of them are them drip.
Oh,
That's
for
just
sure.
about drip.
Okay. So if we have any connections at the EA Sports office, we'll tell them we got to change. Maybe before next year, just like let you go in,
Yeah.
tinker with the look. and-
That'd be perfect.
okay. You're also into fashion.
Yes.
This is a good transition. So where does that come from? You just always want to look good, and that helps you feel good, play good?
Yeah, I'll say definitely being from Jersey, like close to New York, like fashion is definitely an outlet that I've been around my whole life. Definitely something I like. Yeah.
Okay, but it's just because it was in the culture where you grew up? You're just always around it?
Yeah, definitely in the culture.
And you've like modeled a little bit
Yeah.
for Under Armour?
Yep.
What was that experience like?
It was really cool. Definitely something like you have to do to like really enjoy it. Definitely learned a lot, and I definitely want to do it again.
Okay. What I see
Cool. As
last
a kid, like this weekend, I don't get much time at home, but this week because of bye week, I got a little bit of time, and the kids were looking through the Under Armour catalog on the phone, and they saw Adon, Drake, and King like modeling clothes, and they were like, Dad, did you know this? I'm like, yeah, I heard about it. I've never seen it, but it was good.
you
guys are good.
guys all did it together?
Yeah, we did it together.
Okay, so that's fun.
Yeah.
Why all defense? Where's the offense? Is there no representation for the offense?
I don't know. Let's keep it on defense.
Going back to just talking about relationships and what it means, people have to see you differently. I'm just, because now you're a captain, I'm always genuinely curious about when guys become captains, how the relationship changes, if at all, with your teammates, but then also with Coach Freeman, because you guys have a weekly captains meeting. I imagine it has to change a little bit, but just what is that like for you going to a leadership role and how you maybe communicate with younger guys, but then also with Coach Freeman kind of being that conduit between the two groups?
Yeah, I definitely say it's hard. With everybody's different on the team, so you
Mhm.
got to know who you're talking to. But just to know that like my teammates respect me enough to vote me as a captain, and the coaches and everybody in the facility, like it means a lot, and it's something that you think about every day when you walk in the facility. But the conversation has always been the same with Coach Free. Like it's always going to be intense. Like no matter if you're doing good, bad, or not. So it's just something you just have to like learn from.
Has the dynamic changed at all with him being a leader? That obviously you're meeting with him more, but like, what have you seen from him this year in that role?
Our relationship hasn't changed.
Okay.
Right. But the expectations from my perspective has changed on Adon.
Okay.
Right. His teammates voted him captain, which means they voted him to be one of the 6 leaders, right, on the team. And now the expectations are going to be different.
Okay.
Right. The expectations for him to take blame sometimes when it's not his fault, to solve problems, no matter if it's his problem or not, to make sure that he's echoing a message from the head coach, to always represent himself in a way that is a reflection of what I want our program to be.
Mm-hmm.
And those are some conversations that we've had. And it's a reminder, like, because you've been voted captain, you have to understand sometimes things on the inside, you can't let them come to the outside.
Right.
Right. And some of our players that aren't captains, it's human at times. What's on the inside, it comes out. But for him, as I told him, I said, there's things sometimes on my inside that when I get in front of a microphone or get in front of the team, I can't say.
Yeah.
Right. And that's his role now and his responsibility, because his team voted him captain. His team voted him to be one of the 6 leaders on this program.
What did it mean? Like, when your teammates vote for you as captain, that has to be, like, I've heard some guys call it like the greatest honor of their sports life. Like, what does that make you feel? Because you have a group of 100 guys voting for you to lead them.
Yeah, that, like you said, it's the greatest honor, especially after being at Notre Dame, and it's just something that you kind of dream of, and to see it happen, it was like, talking to Drake, we was like, man, like, we just so nervous, and it was just like, it's something that we definitely kind of been brought into, but still a very nerve-wracking position, and you just know every day, like, there's always people that's watching, like, you always have to be doing the right things.
We were talking before we started here, and I was telling you that every year that I've been here, obviously the freshmen feel younger and younger because they are in relation to me. But now you just turned 20, right? And we were just saying the freshmen already feel a little bit young to you now that it's, they're 2, sometimes even more than 2 years younger than you. Do you feel like you're getting older and like these guys are even younger to teach them how to like grow up faster in your position?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I don't know what, it might have been Coach Free, but somebody was like, you got to plant seeds that you don't see grow. And it was just like, that hit me so, like, it hit really home for me, because that's what, like, the captains, when I was a freshman, did. Like, it was just certain things that I seen them do that I was like, oh, I got to add that to my game.
Okay.
So that's just something, like, I think about every day, like, oh, I got to make sure the freshmen, like, if I'm watching film, bring them with me, because I know they're going to need it later on.
Was that you that said that?
Yeah. No, I heard it
Add it
from
to the list.
Yeah. I heard it. I shared it with him after I spent some time with the SEALs, and it's another way of saying, some always say, you got to leave this place better than you found it. And that's what planting seeds that you don't see grow means. Like, you have to plant seeds. So when you're in the NFL, this place is going to be elevated because of the seeds he planted. And that's what he's done. Yeah, I mean, he's a leader amongst the team, but I mean, that what he's done in that DB's room is he's helping plant those seeds right now.
Yeah.
And that's every room in our program, right? I think about my time in the linebackers room and what the Bo Bowers and Drew Whites planted with J.D. Bertrand, then the Kaisers, and now Drake's. Like, it just continues to elevate. And that's what he's doing, and it's great to see.
Who planted the seeds for you?
Yeah, I would say Cam Hart, B-Mo, X Watts, like those guys like that, man.
Those are good seeds.
Yeah.
Or good guys to be planting the seeds.
Yeah.
That's cool. Let's shift a little bit. I want to talk school. Okay. I've heard you talk about sociology, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I've had a few sociology majors on this couch. Explain to me whenever you're done, like, what you want to do with that. And I know we're going to talk about kind of what you're doing in your community with Isaiah, and we can get into that now if you want a little bit too. But just like, what do you want to do after football? What's important to you?
Yeah, for me, I wanna have like a youth facility, kind of just give back to the youth and help them, like I said, plant seeds and give them different outlets, especially in my neighborhood where you kind of only see a few things, like be able to just see them with art, fashion, just let them know that there's different things in the world. And I think being a sociology major like helps a lot because, and they say like your environment kind of is how you're going to be defined. So I feel like I'm kind of outlier because my environment wasn't really built for me to succeed, but I was able to do that.
Okay. How did you do that? You credited your parents a lot, but like, how did you, I guess what I hear you saying, you tell me if I'm wrong, like you overcame your environment a little bit. Like, how did you do that?
Definitely listening to my parents, but just also keeping faith in God and, just allowing him to just guide me in the right path. but also just seeing the culture around me and, learning from other people's mistakes and seeing the right things that people did and the wrong.
And so it sounds like what you want to do is then go back into that community and broaden the horizons, right? Just introduce the young guys to other opportunities that even you didn't see when you're there, right?
Yes.
And that's awesome. I mean, that's what you want to hear, right, Coach? When someone comes here to take what Notre Dame has to offer and take it back to where they can leverage it, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of reflection of even my role, right? In that this place has changed, not changed, but maybe enhanced my view on life and my view on a lot of different things. And if it wasn't for being here, maybe I would have never understood certain things. And you think about a guy like Adon, probably many people from Irvington, I don't know if there's been anybody that goes to Notre Dame, but the things he's learned here because of the people he's around. You're going to learn a lot of stuff in the locker room, no matter what locker room you're around, but the students, the people, this place, and to go back and share that wisdom with other people that grew up like him, so that maybe the next kid that has an opportunity to go to a place like Notre Dame chooses Notre Dame, and it's going to make that person's life better, and then he's going to make somebody else's life better. And that's what this life I truly believe is about, is giving to others. And I always say, and expect nothing in return, right? He's talking about giving back to his community. He doesn't need a pat on the back or praise. It's to make this place better, giving others and expect nothing in return. That's ultimately the best thing you can do for yourself.
Yeah. What is, like, when you think about Notre Dame away from football, because and football's obviously been very helpful, for you and everyone in the program, but like, where has Notre Dame benefited you the most away from the gridiron?
Yeah, I would just say just becoming a better person. It teaches you that, like, life is not going to wait for you. And you learn that quickly here. Like, we don't get holidays like every other school. We don't, get certain things. And it's like, you in the moment, but you appreciate it more, knowing that you're going to have to work every day of your life. Like, Notre Dame does that. And, I appreciate, like, all my teammates, my classmates, because they help me become a better person.
Okay, I want to hit you with one more school question. You came in here and you said the class you came from was real estate of farmland.
Yeah.
Help me understand. What are you guys studying at? I'm sure you truly are learning a ton in that class.
Yeah. For one, it's not what you think it is. Like, there's so much, like, things that go into agriculture, and, like, it's not just farmers like farming. And Coach, he has his little stint about this. So it's just like, it's not just about, like, the seeds that you plant. It's about making sure that everything else around the seeds grow, and that helps the business grow.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's
gave me a little wisdom for a team meeting right there.
There might be a farm speech coming in the month of November.
I like that.
Okay.
I like that.
I do like that. Oh, I think that's cool. I mean, my biggest thing when I listen to you guys, not just you guys, but all the athletes that come in here, I don't know if you feel this way, Coach. Like, I go back and wish I had kind of locked in more when I was in school, because I had so many opportunities to learn stuff that I didn't. And I hear these guys and the women on the basketball team that come in, like, they're taking advantage of the scholastic opportunities here. And I regret it. I should have done a better job. So keep staying locked in, because you're learning a ton that I didn't get to learn.
Appreciate that.
That wisdom is power that nobody can take away from you, right? And there's a lot of things in life people can take away, but not wisdom that you learned from class. And, you asked them what ways Notre Dame's benefited him the most outside of football. I think for him, the best is yet to come. Right? At some point when he's done with football, or maybe at the next level, the benefits of a place like this will really reveal itself to him. And that's what's so exciting about the futures of these young people that are here, is that maybe not right now, because you're in the struggle. It's tough. You got to go to class, it's study, and all these exams, but the benefits are coming. And I'm excited to see what his future holds.
You got to call the guys at EA Sports, tell them get my outfit right. A lot of stress right now in you. All right, Coach, thanks for stopping by. I got a few more for you, but we're just going to cover those, and we'll bring Isaiah in later. But always great seeing you. We'll talk to you later.
Awesome. Thank you.
Adon, thanks for sticking around.
Sure.
That was a great conversation with Coach Freeman. Now I left a couple topics on the table. I wish I'd asked a few with him, but I think it's fine with just you. I trust you to cover our bases. This is our subject matter expert segment, though, and it's presented by the tire experts at TireRack.com. Shout out to them. Okay, so this is actually one I should have asked while he was here, because he'd have good perspective but I can tell he's aware of everyone's style on the team. But you're the fashion guy. You take yourself out of the equation. Who has the best fashion style on the team? And I will allow you to pick a top 3 if you want. You don't count. I'm just going to say you're number 1. I'll give you number 1. Okay?
Ooh. Top 3?
Yeah. Or, I mean, you can just pick one if it's obvious, but I'm giving you the flexibility to say, hey, I got to go top 3.
Okay. I'm going to go.
Very careful. Could this come back to the locker room? This could be tough, but
okay.
This is what we're here for.
I'm going to go Jalen Stroman.
Oh.
Fellow safety.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Jabron Payne, running back. I'm going to go Styles Prescott. Yeah.
Okay, mixing it up.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Yeah. I like that. Mostly, what year is Styles? He's now a
sophomore.
Sophomore, yes. Yeah. So I'll say when you first did the older guys, they figured out their style, but you got a sophomore in the mix. That's pretty impressive. What about style? I mean, it's a great name. What about Styles' style impresses you the most?
He's an O-lineman,
mm-hmm.
So for him to the fist that he throws on is those are what DBs and scale guys throw on, but he does a really good job of proportion size and his stuff, and he just cares about what he wears. Like some of the O-linemen or
D-line, so O-liner I'm here to block.
Yeah, but Styles is really he really complete with his style.
Okay, I'll keep an eye out for that next time then. Define your style. If you had to define yours to me, what are the words that come to mind?
Elegant. Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like elegant, streetwear. I don't know if that's counts, but comfort, calm.
Comfort, calm?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you mean by that exactly? It's comfortable, obviously, but calm as in it's not loud? Or
it's not loud, but if I wanted to, you can see I can take the fit there if I want.
Interesting. You've given this more thought than I certainly have. That was a good description. I can kind of see it now. Okay, and so you put a lot of pride in what you wear on game day, basically.
Every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Day.
All right. That's pretty neat. I definitely need help on that front, but I appreciate you.
I help you.
You can?
Yeah, of course.
All right. We'll talk after this.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
Let's do it.
I had here that you're a big fan of true crime.
TV? Yeah. Yep.
Okay. What are the shows?
Criminal Minds, SWAT, NCIS.
Okay.
Throwbacks like Columbo, Monk.
Wow, you're going deep.
Yeah.
Okay. Why are you into these crime shows?
I don't know. I just watched with my grandparents. I don't know. It's just always cool. To just see the other side.
Mm-hmm. Try to solve the mystery.
Yeah.
Solve the case.
Them, yeah. I feel like I could kind of help them if this wasn't my profession, being a student athlete.
Oh, so you think you could be like a detective? Yeah. If football wasn't the future, you might get into the business of solving crimes.
Yeah, because I feel like you need adrenaline. It's been something I've been doing a long time. I feel like they have adrenaline with their jobs.
Yeah.
I feel like it work hand in hand.
Really? Interesting. Okay. And I bet you there's part of that. It sounds like you watched them when you're really young.
Yeah.
You say your grandparents growing up? Yeah. So it just takes you back to.
Yeah.
Okay. I also had here, this is a little different. You're not scared of heights.
No.
Okay. But you are scared of the ocean.
Yeah.
Okay. This might be, when Isaiah gets here, we might hit on this real quick with him because it feels like the perfect kind of thing for him to chime in on. But I'm somewhat scared of heights. Well, how did you just have never been scared when you're up high, looking over the top of edge of a building? It's never bothered you?
No, I like roller coasters. I love roller coasters. Yeah.
It's just that come from just being with your brothers, going out and doing adrenaline junkie stuff. Maybe some of the adrenaline.
Yeah. I feel like I'm chasing adrenaline when I'm doing other things other than football.
Okay. So what's your go-to amusement park ride then? You have just a big roller coaster, something that drops out from beneath you. What are you trying to do?
The Superman at what was it called? We have it in Jersey.
Six Flags?
Yeah, Six Flags.
Yeah.
The Superman, any one of those. Yeah.
What's the Superman?
It's you're not on the ground, but you're kind of shaped like Superman, and then you go all the way up. They drop you.
Okay.
Yep, and then you just
And it feels like you're flying.
Yeah, kind of.
Really? Okay, so now you got me thinking. If you could pick a superpower, are you flying?
Yeah. Easy.
No hesitation.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Yeah.
Not super speed or what's another one? I don't even know what the other superpowers are.
Flying
Invisibility
and like being able to like
read people's minds.
Yeah,
That's because you want to
like
be a detective.
incognito. Yeah.
Because you get the guy or the gal, whoever's in trouble, and you sit them down, and you just read their mind, and you say, "I knew you did it."
Yeah.
Okay. And then why don't you like the ocean?
I don't know. I just feel like I don't know how people do cruises. Like, I don't think I could do a cruise. Like,
Out on the water by yourself?
yeah, no.
Okay.
Maybe because I seen the Titanic when I was young. I don't know. Like, I just don't like the ocean.
So you don't want to be out on the ocean water, but you don't mind if you're on the beach looking out at the ocean, or does that still kind of throw you off?
It'll throw me off a little bit. I have to get used to it. If I go to the beach, I'm a little like it takes me like an hour to kind of like settle in. But
Okay.
yeah, no, I can't do like 4 hours.
Can't get out there yet. I'm actually with you. The cruise thing kind of terrifies me. Like one of my fears is that the boat's just going to stop and you're going to look around and it's just water and you're done.
Yeah.
You got no hope. I think Isaiah talked about last year. I think he is also pretty scared of the ocean because he also doesn't know what's down.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like they don't do enough research under the sea. So I don't know. I'm still a little like
there's like a lot of I'm probably gonna sound dumb, but the more you read about the ocean, I think you realize the less we actually know.
No, exactly.
And it's terrifying. There's some creatures down there that they do some damage if you came near them. Yeah. Okay. No, I'm with you. I don't really like the ocean either. What was the last thing I was going to ask about? Oh, I just want to circle back on your brothers. I've heard you talk about them. You guys are all separated by 4 years.
Yeah.
So I get the sense, it feels to me like you're like a very typical older brother. Like you take a lot of pride in kind of showing them the way.
Yeah.
Just describe to me like what your relationship's like with them and kind of what you hope they do, kind of whether they follow your path or just follow your example in life. What do you kind of hope to do for them as the older brother?
Yeah, like just be the blueprint, like set the example, of course. Yeah, kind of do all the things that they want to do, and if they have questions, they can always ask. But yeah, like we're such a competitive group, so like if I have a good game, or my younger brother, he plays on Friday, I play Saturday, my youngest plays Sunday. Like, we have to have.
So you guys go Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
and like we go by stat line. Stat line of the week. So whoever has the best stats, kind of get the applause for the week.
Yeah, bragging rights for the week in the brother group chat.
Yes.
I'm an only child, so I know nothing about that life.
Yeah.
Who wins the Madden games though?
Oh, me.
Is it you?
Yeah, me. But my two younger brothers are good too. Like they playing like they're friends. So, like they're really good. But I'm pretty good. Okay,
so everyone knows if a Shuler ends up in the bracket, he's going to probably get to the championship.
Yeah, like sometimes I let my little brothers play against some of my friends. Don't tell them though; they might get a little mad. Yeah.
Okay, I got you. If you guys ever open up the bracket to non-players, you and Isaiah got to let me know. I'm getting in.
Okay,
I want to get a piece. I'll probably get taken down, but my stick skills are rusty, but they're in there somewhere. I want you to know that. Okay, I'm coming for you at some point.
Okay,
all right. We'll take a break and bring Isaiah in.
Okay.
Isaiah Dunn, welcome back.
I know. It's always exciting.
It's so good to see you. Truly great to see you.
Great to see you too, especially with my guy, Don. You just have a great guy here.
I know. We've had a great conversation, but I do want to make sure that we mention this is our Tell Me a Story segment presented by Yeti. As always, anything to drink, sir?
Water, please.
Still water. Yeah. Dasani.
Mm-hmm. Dasani.
Will you ever change up the order?
No, I can't.
Okay.
I stay true. Dasani.
There's bubbles in there if you ever want to shake it up. All right, do your thing. I've kind of hinted at what you're going to talk about, and we broached it, but I made sure to leave a lot of meat on the bone so you guys could really dive into it, and I'll just be over here chiming in when necessary. But
I'm excited because this guy here, you guys already talked to him. He's all about the people. Like he's made that. I'm guessing he's already made that apparent. But today I just want to talk a little bit about your foundation, how you started it, and I talked a little with you about before the investment that the people have with Notre Dame. So you can just tell your own story within that.
I appreciate you, man. I started my first foundation, the Adon Shuler Foundation. Like the goal is just to give back to the community, and if it's my community or whatever community like I'm around, like I want to get back to it. Like food drives, Thanksgiving drives, turkey drives. I'm trying to do a toy drive. I did a youth football camp. Like just any way I can, like just let the young youth see my face and, let them know like there's somebody that's, came from the same, background as you that done it before and, that's giving back. I feel like that's kind of, the biggest takeaway is like, if you see somebody doing it, like you're going to want to do it too.
Right.
And like, it's not just about me. It's about, for the next next youth and the generation after me.
Did you do a book bag giveaway?
Yeah. Book bag giveaway.
What was that like?
Yeah. It was really cool. Like it was something that I seen people do, through social media and I wanted to, do it too. And, just to see, like, I seen a kid when I was home, like, he had the book bag that I, provided for him. Wow. Like, you don't know how much of an impact that you have until you, like, really see it and to, like, see it happen. And it's, like, it's really my real dream come true.
That's really cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, going off of that, like, I mean, imagine if you were a kid, right? You see, they look to you like a superhero, right? Like, you're their superhero. And I can't imagine what those kids feel like. But when you see those kids look upon you in that way and the feelings that you bring upon them because of the extra effort you put in, what does that feel like for you? And do you have any moments specifically, maybe the kids ask you questions or vice versa? Do you have any moments with the kids that really stood out to you?
Yeah, my little brother, he's on the youth football team, and like anytime I go to their practice, they always, like the kids want to hear me, talk to them, and I don't really have nothing to say for real, but just go up there, like, I'm more nervous talking to them than talking to my own teammates, and it's just like, because I want to make sure that they know what I'm saying is something they should listen to, and I feel like, now, every time, like, your parents may say something, but, hearing it from somebody that you look up to can definitely be a difference. And I just want to be there for them kids. And it'd be times like I had a youth camp and I see the kids at practice with my shirt on. It's like, man, like that's me on the shirt. And, for them, it's like, oh, I'm looking at Adon, but it's just like I'm seeing the work that I put in, work through them and they're doing good and they telling me, oh yeah, I'm doing good in school, and that's like really the biggest thing. Make sure like all the stuff that I'm preaching, like they're really listening to.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, there's something you kind of hit on. It's like you guys are Notre Dame football players,
right?
And it probably wasn't that long ago, maybe 10 years, even less, when if someone was talking to you about a Notre Dame football player, you'd be like this, And it's you guys have such an amazing opportunity to like take advantage, probably the wrong term, but like maximize the impact you have while you're in this spot, right? Do you ever find yourself like thinking that like I need to make sure that while I'm in this position, I have the most impact I can? Because it's easy to probably be in your spot like I'm going to have the most fun I can have and do this all for me because I've earned this. But you have the most opportunity right now to kind of pay it forward like you have been done. Do you think that actively?
Yeah, I feel like that just goes into the community that we have here, and like people, the alumni come back still to talk to us, and it's like, well, why would I not do that for my community and like where I come from, and same way, it's like the relationship that you build, those are like the biggest thing, like for me to be here with Zay and be able to talk to him, and I know way after college we're gonna still be able to have these same conversations, and yes, in the moment it's like, oh, but. It's all a part of the plan and the process.
Yeah. What's it like for you?
I had a full circle moment actually last week.
Okay.
Just talking about alumni, which you went off of. So I grew up a Notre Dame fan since I was a little guy, and watching Notre Dame, like one of my main people that I knew was Ian Book. And last week, Ian Book, I haven't really met him too many times, but I met him last week, right? And I'm just eating lunch with him, and I started thinking in my head, I'm like, when I was a little kid, like I was cheering my butt off for Ian Book. And now I'm here eating lunch with him like it's a casual day. Like it's a casual day for him, but for me, my little kid inside starting to like get that spark again. I'm like, this is surreal. And I'm in this moment now, like kind of what you were talking about, Adon, of that's how the kids feel, right? So when we put that gold helmet on, or even when we do the player walk, like I'm trying to hit every kid's hand high five because I can't imagine what that feels like.
What's the player walk like? I've never been out there for it because I'm always inside. But like, what's it like for you guys when you get to see everybody out there and you, like you said, you go try to find all the kids? It sounds like
you can give first.
Yeah, I feel like each week is like no matter how many times you do it, you can't get used to it. Like that's more like goosebumps before the game. Like you close to the fans see you, they're cheering as loud as they can. The band is right there. You walking through. You got your Notre Dame suit on. It's like. This is what college football is about.
Right. Yeah. The tradition feeds us, really. Like it gives us, we already have all the motivation that Freeman gives us, but those people, you can't replace that.
Tradition feeds us.
Yeah.
Print the T-shirts.
Print it.
I like that. There's another. Oh man, I'm blanking on what he said a couple weeks ago. But Freeman said something like, "With tradition comes responses."
Yeah, you know it.
All right, so tradition feeds us on the front. Where tradition comes responsibility, or responsibility to eat. Yeah. Okay. Do you get in the Madden bracket?
The Madden bracket. Yeah, you're talking about like I'm staying out of it. I'm letting
So you're ping pong.
I'm not very good at video games.
Are you ping pong?
No, that's
So your video game, Adon's video
he's
game.
my hype man in ping pong.
oh yeah.
Coach, the towel in the corner.
He's not.
Don't let hang on the table. Oh, us against the world.
I got down. We good.
Girl, us against the world. I'm telling you.
You guys need shirts then.
Not seriously.
So you're his number one fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, when Don gets over, I got utmost. I already have a lot of confidence. But
So
with Don,
what's the dynamic like? You're coming over, you getting the shoulders loose. Like what's going on with you?
he knows start trash.
Yeah. What? Like,
You're going across the net talking.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That feeds me. I'm.
Yeah.
Then Don over there barking.
Okay, so let's be again. I know you're gonna have his back, so let's just keep it very real here. Like who's his top competition? Was it Faison we said or no?
Yeah, he's up there.
Yeah. Fair.
Okay, so what are we doing to get in Jordan Faison's head so that we can take him down here?
See, like he's real confident. So you gotta like for me, like I like grab the paddle before he does. Like, well, I take the ball and like Isaiah, you want it first. Look, you know what I mean? Like,
So you're messing with his rhythm.
yeah.
Got it.
Or like I like after the point over, I like walk over, bump him, or just something like that.
We'll get him.
Yeah.
You know who we get though? We get CJ.
Yeah.
Oh,
CJ.
Yeah,
The CJ.
he can hand clap.
on the table.
barbecue chicken. Barbecue.
Really? So like, what's the score when you play CJ?
Oh no, it's always close, but he's better than me. Like he's utmost. Like he's very.
So you're
good.
saying that,
But we just
you guys, it's kind of like you're a little outmatched, but the two of you together,
pretty nice.
Yeah.
can't get past you guys.
Well, I'm like, you see me come over, he's like, I gotta start playing for real. Yeah.
I didn't know that this was the
Mhm.
you never really disclosed this. Are you telling us this
This is your secret weapon. I can't. Secret weapon.
Wow.
Yeah.
Coach and GM right here.
Yep.
All right, so now I got two things. I told him it doesn't sound like, Coach Freeman said it's players only, but I can dream. I said, yeah, let me into the Madden bracket at some point. I still need to get you on the table.
Oh, okay.
I
got Don with me. I can take him with me.
yeah, but I got
Okay.
Yeah. Can someone
have whoever.
Okay. Who's a good trash talker that you go up against as a mouthpiece?
Probably CJ.
CJ. Yeah.
Probably need CJ.
He can talk.
Yeah.
Oh, so maybe I get CJ.
Yeah.
And then we can kind of rotate who.
Yeah,
goes
we
at
can.
you.
We'll figure it out.
By the time it's all said and done here, I'm going to see you on the table because you're laughing at me. It's better than you think. Trust
I'm
me.
ready.
I'm not going to make any crazy statements, but I think I'd be a formidable foe.
I love that.
Okay, Isaiah, thanks for coming by.
It's a blessing to be here.
Great seeing you always. Adon,
Right.
it's always really fun to listen to you talk. I think that obviously like you're so fun to watch on the field, but hearing kind of what you are focused on away from the field is awesome. Keep it up. Keep making everyone proud in Irvington and here at Notre Dame.
And you have plenty to say. I know you say you don't know what to say. You have plenty to say to those kids. You do a great job.
Sounds you have plenty to say on the table too. So
Yeah.
he might seem like he's not got a lot to say, but whether it's ping pong or he's back at home, he's saying plenty. All right,
Awesome.
great, great talking to you. Let's see you guys later. Thanks to Adon Shuler and to Isaiah Dunn for swinging by. Great chatting with both those guys. And it takes us to our Ask the Host segment, becoming not my favorite segment, but certainly one of them. I can't pick a favorite segment. They're all so very fun. But this one is a good question as we get set for the big Boston College game this weekend. This question comes from John, who is from Sparta, New Jersey. So same home state as our guest this week, Adon Shuler. John says, we are going to the Boston College game November 1st, this upcoming weekend, and haven't been to an away ND game just yet. I'm wondering, are there pep rally-like events that go on for away games like they have for home games? Also, does the marching band go with the football team to away games? Looking forward to the response. God, country, Notre Dame. Well, first of all, thanks, John, for the question. Really appreciate it. And again, if you want to ask a question to me, the host, Tony Simeone, you can go to fightingirish.com/wakeup and submit your question there. John did that. I can first answer, no. Band will not be there for this road game at Boston College, so don't expect to see the band. The number one suggestion I can give John is to look up the Notre Dame alumni network that's in Boston. Notre Dame, of course, has alumni scattered across the entire country, really the entire world, and they do a great job of sometimes putting on events. So getting in touch with the Boston Alumni Network would probably be the best way to figure out if there are special events that you can attend throughout the week and in the lead up to the game on Saturday, which is now a 3:30 p.m. kick, by the way. As far as Boston is concerned, now you are barking up the right tree here. I did used to live in Boston for 2 years before I came here. I lived in Cambridge, which is not really that close to where Boston College is, up in Chestnut Hill. That said, fairly close to downtown Boston. I don't know where you're going to be staying, but if you are going to be making the trip to Boston, the best spot to go for Italian food is in the North End. Just go to Boston proper, go to the North End, and you just walk around and find great Italian food. And I would imagine you could also find a pint of Guinness or Teeling Irish whiskey. Any of the above would be a good way to kind of warm up for the football game on Saturday. So that's kind of Boston recommendation as far as my personal experience. And again, the Alumni Network is probably the place to start if you're heading to Boston for the first time. But again, appreciate the question from John and looking forward to maybe seeing you in the stands at BC. I will say one thing you should expect is a great Notre Dame crowd on the road. One thing I've noticed in going to all these games, broadcasting them, is that the Notre Dame fan base, of course, travels well. I know there's plenty of alumni on the East Coast, and so you will not be alone in that stadium, John. That's going to do it for us this weekend. I cannot believe this, but the next football game and then the next Wake Up the Echoes show is in the month of November. We are charging fast down the stretch here. Going to be a huge push in November, and of course, both basketball seasons start in the month of November as well. So a lot coming on Wake Up the Echoes. Make sure to download on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast content. Absolutely smash the like button on YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube channel as well, and hit us in the comments any feedback you have, any ideas for future guest segments or contests or discussion topics. We'll take them all. We love all the feedback we get. And again, if you want to ask a question, fightingirish.com/wakeup. All right, Tony Simeone saying so long until next time on Wake Up the Echoes, presented by TireRack.com.